Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I have 5 Valentine's Day crafts for you. So let's get into the video. Okay, so for our first project, we have a glass. One of the Libby glasses, I believe they're called. I've also heard beer can glass, something or another, something like that. So I'm gonna set this off to the side so we can weed out the design. I have 2 of them here. My goal is to put one on each side of the glass. So we'll see how that goes, how it looks. All right, we've got some weeding to do here, but so far so good. So this year I decided to craft for Valentine's Day. Last year I did very little crafts for Valentine's Day, but this year my husband, actually it was after Christmas, he says, "So are you going to do anything for Valentine's Day?" And at first I was like, I don't know. And then I said, you know what? Maybe I will put up a little bit of decor and make some things. So I'm going to put up a little bit. I don't usually put up too much. When I first got my Cricut, the very first year, I did put up some Valentine's Day crafts because I was super excited to have a Cricut. So I did do some Valentine's Day crafts, plus because I figured my kids would enjoy it too. So I did do it that year. All right, so as you can see, this is one of the conversational hearts, and it just says "Be Mine," and they both say that. So I have both of those weeded. I'm just gonna weed these out very quickly. They're just some hearts that I am hoping to add around the glass. Just, you know, random, just to have some extra going around the glass. All right, there we go. We've got everything for this glass weeded out. We have some hearts and the "Be Mine." Let's get this glass cleaned off really quickly with some rubbing alcohol. And I'm gonna do the entire glass since the goal is to put something around the entire glass. Okay, I have this piece of transfer tape here, which I am actually going to overlap, because why cut a whole new piece when you can use what you have available? So I'm going to do that, put that down, and then cut this just a little bit. Are you all crafting for Valentine's Day? Are you making anything? Maybe things for some decor or gifts for your children, or maybe classroom gifts. I don't know. What are you guys doing? Let me know down in the comments if you are creating anything for Valentine's Day. By the way, this is Oracle 651. They're permanent vinyl. I get this all burnished down. Oh, and it doesn't want to come off. the N is like, I shall not be moved. Okay, let's see. The N and the I, actually, they are not wanting to come up. Okay, there we go. Third time was the charm. So we're gonna put this right here. There we go. I think I have a little bit of a bubble right here. Let's see if I can get that out. All right, that should be good. No, I want to bring them both off at the same time. Okay, good. Yes, we have that side down. Let's do the other side. We're going to reuse this transfer tape. And hopefully the I and the M will be kind on this one. All right, I'm just going to turn this over. About to lose the dot to my eye. Let me fix this B. All right, there we go. Let's get this one on here. And I'm just trying to make sure that it is nowhere near the lid, the lip of the glass. You don't want to put your mouth, your lips on vinyl. So you just want to bring it down to an area where that would not be a concern. All right, there we go. Awesome. Okay, so let's do this. Let's be random about this, and let's just put them somewhere. Let's find a spot, and we're gonna put them down. I'm gonna try to be random. You know what? See, this is why random doesn't work for me. Hold on. Can I get this off? All right. We're gonna let that one go. I'm gonna put this one here. How about we be strategically random? And then put that one there. Okay. And then we have this little space here. So I'm gonna go the opposite this time and do white and white and do the red in the middle. That one got a little messed up, so let's try another. There we go. I think that's it. We don't really need, do we need any more? No, we're good. So let's see. Do I have something where I can, so we have the Be Mine on both sides with the hearts in the middle. All right, our first project done. Let's clean up and then we'll move on to the next one. Okay, so for our next project, we are gonna make this little cutie here. It is a love bug, and it is, I would say, so this is really good for classroom gifts, especially if your child is in pre-K or kindergarten. This would be a cute little love bug for them, for your child to give as a gift. So let me show you how I put this all together. First thing, I have this applesauce cup. You could use the strawberry applesauce, that will be even more festive. I chose the regular applesauce because nobody in my house eats the strawberry one. So for demonstration purposes, we have the original. But if you wanted to, you can definitely go with the strawberry. So here's what we're gonna do. I made 4 of them, and this is just glitter cardstock, both of these, and I cut these out the same size, and I used my Cricut, and this one is a little smaller, and I'll show you what they're all for. I'm gonna start here at the bottom, and what you want to do is turn your cup right side up, and you're gonna glue these on here, well, not in that direction, this way. You're gonna glue them like right there. So I'm gonna get my hot glue. So I decided to use the hot glue because I tried 2 other craft glues and they just weren't really holding well to this foil here. So I just figured, you know what, let's go with the hot glue. And of course, that glued with no problem. So of course, if you decide to try this, you can try whatever glue you have, but I will tell you that this was where I had the most success. Let's see. Yes. All right. So that's our feet. These are our little love bug feet. And what I did was bend them a little bit. So when you sit it down, the feet flip upward just a bit. Okay? So that's the feet of our bug. Then we're going to make the wings, or whatever you want to call it, because I don't really know what type of bug it is other than it being a love bug. So what I did was I bent this back just a little bit, and I bent it back so when you glue it here, it will like poke out a bit instead of it just laying flat to the cup. It'll kind of poke out a little bit. So I bent it a little bit, put a tiny bit of glue, just a tiny bit, because you don't want it to gush out all over the place. Okay. All right, we got that one on. Then I'm gonna bend this side just a little bit. Get a dot of glue. And try to get them as even as possible. So there we are. We now have the feet, what looks like wings, and now let's go to the next part. I take these pipe cleaners. You can use whatever pipe cleaner color you have that matches with whatever color bug you're making. I chose the red ones. And I just twist it around my finger so you can get that spiraled look. And there's one. And then I'm going to twist this one. And then we have this spiral again. All right. First thing I want to do is take the small heart, and I'm going to bend this up just a little bit. Put a little bit of glue right there, just a dab. And glue the heart right to the top. And then you'll do that for the next one. Okay, so now we have both of them on there, and we're going to glue this to the cup. put a little dab and get it right here. Get the little antenna going. And then do the same to this one. Okay, so far we have the feet, we have the little wings back there, the antenna, and now we've got to add some eyes. So let's get the eyes on them. Let me see, can I get this in here? Okay, yeah, that you might not be able to see completely, but you get the gist of what I am doing. I'm just gonna take one of these little googly eyes and put a dab, just a drop, and get the eye on there. Get the other eye. No, okay, there we go. All right, and then that's it. We have our love bug made. Now I have two different love bugs here, and I actually did something similar to this for my daughter's class when she was in kindergarten, I believe. And the good thing was that her class was fairly small. She only had about 10 students in that class. So if your child has a small class, this would be something that you can just knock out, watch a movie, maybe a show or something, some YouTube videos, and you can get several of these done at a time. So there's our second craft, our cute little love bugs. Okay, so craft number 3 is fairly simple. This, I designed both of these in Canva. They are wraps for popcorn. These are actually the fun size popcorn, so the smaller bags. You could use the larger bags if you choose to. This is also an idea for a classroom, a classmate gift, or maybe you are a leader of a youth group or something like that you would like to give some of your children, your youth that you work with, a gift. And you could do something like this. I actually just used some computer paper. This one is this particular paper is a little, I guess you would say like higher quality than the regular copy paper that we have. I have both, but honestly, if I was giving this out as a gift, I would use photo paper where, you know, it looks a little glossier, it's higher quality. So you can, but you can use what you have if this is something that you want to give a try. So I'm gonna get this one cut out and then we'll assemble it. Okay, so I have them both cut out. You could definitely use your paper cutter if you have one. I just figured, you know, I can sit here and just cut it really quickly. I also taped the excess plastic to itself so it wasn't like loose. So once I went to roll it, to fold it over, I should say, it wasn't popping out the sides. And like I said, I created this in Canva. I chose all of the images from Canva, the background, everything. So if you were wondering, or I'm just basically saying that because, listen, if I could do it, you could do it too. All right, so I'm gonna take my tape runner and run it here. and then close it up here. Yeah, of course I close it unevenly. Okay, you get the point. I'll make sure to do this one a little better. I don't know how I got it all wonky like that. And you just roll it over, and you can write to and from on it like I did here, and then write the child's name on it. All right, now let's try this again and do it neatly. Much better. Okay, so we have that. We have these two, and then what I was thinking to do as well, I got this twine, this red and white twine from Hobby Lobby. And I was thinking, and you can use any color, I just happened to see, and I was like, oh, that's cute. That might work for this. You take a little bit, and then you give it a little tie and make it into a bow. An even bow would be helpful. Having issues with doing things evenly today. Okay, I was having some issues with trying to get it tight, but I finally got it. So there we go. Now it's on there pretty tight. And then you can do something like that, or you can do a ribbon, or do nothing. You can leave the bow out completely and just have this as classmates gifts. And this is something that's very easy if your child is transporting them from home to school. They can all just fit in a little bag, and there you are. So that is craft number 3. Just some popcorn wraps as classmate gifts. Let's move on to our next craft. Okay, for our next craft, we have this wood sign that I got from Dollar Tree, and I got the wooden hearts from Walmart. This was a Walmart find, and all I did was paint. I painted the hearts pink and red. So what we're gonna do here is, before we do anything with this, and I opted to not paint this, but to leave it with the natural wood. So we're gonna move that to the side. And I do have some vinyl here that I want to weed out. And this should be a very, very quick weed. And again, this is Oracle 651. And let's get this middle. All right, there we go. Now for this, instead of using regular transfer tape, because A, this is wood, and B, it's painted, I am going to use my paper transfer tape, which is less tacky. Look, has a very low tack. And then I'm just going to cut them up individually because I'm going to put the letters on the individual hearts. All right, so I'll start with the L. We're gonna get the hearts on here. I'm gonna cut this little tag off of here. And maybe I'll put it to the side so you all can still see everything. I just want to get the placement for this right, because I don't want them to be too close, but don't want them to be too far off either. I think that looks good. Okay, so we're gonna get the hearts glued down. I'm gonna use a little hot glue. Okay. All right, that's the first one. I need more glue. Okay. And we have the E. And our sign is all done. Quick, easy project. I actually put 2 coats of red and 1 coat of the pink. And of course, this dried so quickly. So this is a very simple project that you could do. Let's move on to our last craft. Okay, so for our last craft, we have this kitchen towel. It's a sublimation blank from Hobby Lobby. And we just have this XOXO. For Christmas, I had a kitchen towel that was hanging in my kitchen that I made last year. And when my husband asked me if I was going to decorate for this year, I said, oh, you know what? I could make another kitchen towel. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna make this one. I just gonna quickly cut this. And if you have a big enough sheet of infusible ink, you could cover this whole thing. Technically, I could have covered this entire thing, but when I saw this XOXO, I was like, yes, that's the one I want. So I figured I would just put it right in the middle on both sides. All right, and of course, you know my whole spiel of making sure that you lint roll when you're gonna sublimate or when you are using infusible ink. Just wanna make sure there's nothing on there that will cause those blue dots. All right, I'm trying to make sure this is as centered as possible. That should be okay. I'm going to use my heat resistant tape to secure this to the towel. All right, now that I have this side on, I will wait to put this one on because I have to press this side first, then flip it over. So I am going to meet you at my heat press. Okay, so our kitchen towel is out of the heat press and it is cooled down, so I'm gonna take this off so we can see how it turned out. It looks really, really good. This will definitely hang in my kitchen. I love it. Okay, so let's bring back all the crafts we did today. All right, you guys, so our lineup for today, we have our Be Mine conversational glass, our love bugs for the little kids. Listen, I love applesauce, so I would eat it if somebody gave it to me. Then we have our popcorn wraps for the older kids, and our door sign, and the kitchen towel. I think they all turned out very cute. These are just some ideas for decor and for gift giving. So I want to thank you all for hanging out with me for a little while today as I did some Valentine's Day crafting. I hope you enjoyed today's video, that you got a little inspiration, some ideas, and if you do any of them, let me know down in the comments, or if you're thinking about doing any of them, let me know down in the comments. So before you go, don't forget to like, leave a comment down below, consider subscribing if you haven't already, and turn on your bell notifications so you don't miss a future video of mine. Until next time, later guys.